Hi guys, it's me Nightpelt.
And me Moontail.
And today we're going to be discussing something which wasn't really discussable till after Crowfeather's trial, like at all.
Yeah, it's so debatable now.
Well, it kind of is, well, not really, but I feel like we ought to give our salty boy a chance.
Anyway, we are going to weigh up the pros and cons of Breezpelt. The pros, 0 kilograms. Cons, 10 billion kilograms. Basically pure evil.
Anyway, moving on, and I'm going to try and give him a fair trial and look at why Breezy ended up how he did pre-Crowfeather's trial time, and what happened throughout the trial, which basically showed us an entirely new Breezpelt, which was weird for everyone.
Breezpelt showed up in the Power of 3 and was taken with his dad on a journey to the mountains, which neither him or Crowfeather seemed pleased about.
And after he spent about 50% of the time whining like a kid and the other 50 sulking and showing off, Breezepelt went to go and catch something along with Lion, Jay and Holly as a parting gift for the mountain cats.
Lionpaw gets a compliment from Crowfeather about his pigeon, and Breezepelt gets nothing, showing how little care Crow actually had for Breezepelt.
Which is probably the first time we feel a little bit of sympathy for him, and at this stage, like, the whole Breezpelt is misunderstood army rose up from the middle of nowhere, and you partly have that army to thank for the idea of this video, so cheers to you Breezpelt obsessed people.
There is nothing wrong with that. We are all entitled to our own opinion, even if it means that you like Breezpelt.
Can I just say though, Breezpelt is an interesting cat, almost as interesting as Hollyleaf. Anyway, back to it. So yeah, at this point, even though he's being dislikable, we all feel sorry for him. And the little "we're so glad Crowfeather isn't our dad" bit made everyone laugh to themselves later on when they thought about it after reading the series.
It did also make us a little bit more sympathetic for Breezepelt as well.
I think after that they have a Warrior Cat Sports Day.
Yeah, and in the three-legged race, Breezy and Lion fall in a hole, and the blind boy has to wink them out again.
That blind boy is called Jayfeather, thank you very much.
Well, this video is about Breezepelt, so shush.
Whatever, carry on.
Breezy is embarrassed that he has to be saved, embarrassed that he fell in the hole, embarrassed he needed help, especially from a blind cat. I had nothing wrong with Jayfeather or blind people before you start hating on me. I think that he would rather have died. What a little drama queen Breezepelt is.
The next major thing, spoilers ahead, is the oh dear, some forbidden romance caused forbidden kits, and oh dear, Breezy now has some brothers and sisters that he really does not want. And actually, here's where most people are too busy looking at Jay, Holly and Lion and their emotions and how they deal with it, or dealt with it in Holly's case, and then the whole gathering thing.
I think the whole thing unfolded rather horribly for Breezepelt. If his dad had to explain to him, or even had the option to, it probably would have been easier for him to digest it. I'm not saying that I would have been pleased at all. He'd probably explode or something knowing him, but at least the betrayal would be less brutal.
And when we say betrayal, we mean like anger at the fact Crow kept it from him, and that he had other siblings, which from the whole nice catch thing in Breezepelt's eye, Crow preferred them.
Which, in all fairness, he probably did.
Yeah, great parenting skills, Crowfeather. To be perfectly fair to him, though, like, he was having a hard enough time with everything as it was.
Then we have the whole dark forest thing. Well, Breezepelt later claimed that was because they respected and valued him there. But he was doing pretty evil stuff when training in the dark forest that couldn't, at least in our opinion, be put down to just trying to be valued and fit in, be respected. This is where Breezepelt lets loose to his inner evil.
It also triggered Jayfeather fans and easily forgotten background characters and Poppyfrost fans, and that Breezepelt would dare attack the Queen and the Medicine Cat.
As well as this, Breezepelt did it at the moon pool. It is not the only thing that was sacred ground that he came to, but he brought an evil dark forest leader to the place where the Medicine Cats communicate with StarClan.
And if it hadn't have been for everyone's favourite sweet-smelling dead cat,
Spotted Leaf,
then Jay would be glaring at us from StarClan and spouting unnecessarily cryptic prophecies. But here's the thing, I understand why Breezepelt would want to kill Jayfeather. It does actually make sense. He hates Jayfeather's existence, so in Breezepelt's eyes, he's undoing his father's mistake or getting revenge. But how is killing a queen okay? How is that even justified by Breezepelt's thought process? Or how can he morally let this dark forest cat do this? Even if it is to frame Jay, the life of a queen or her kits was insignificant to Breezepelt. There was no guilt or anything in his actions, and he was seemingly totally okay, no, correction, enjoying taunting and playing with Jayfeather like he was prey before he took the final bite. I would genuinely like to see Breezepelt's fan justify this, so comment below if you can shed this event in a better light.
Good luck with that. And it gets worse still. Not only does he attack on the Dark Forest sides, he is pleased when Hollyleaf is dead. And celebrate this fact, he goes to try and kill Lionblaze. When Crowfeather goes in to save Lionblaze from Breezpelt, he blames Crowfeather and accuses him of not loving him. Now that isn't fair on Crowfeather by any means. He is not shown enough or any love for Breezepelt. He may be proud of Lionblaze, but in this situation Crowfeather has done nothing wrong.
I agree, Crowfeather has literally done nothing wrong in this situation and has actually at least had 2 valid reasons for saving Lionblaze. ThunderClan or not, Lionblaze is Crowfeather's son. Of course he doesn't want to see him dead, and did already lose his daughter moments before.
Crowfeather and Lion were fighting on the same team for a common cause, and Breezepelt was on the evil side. In that case, Crowfeather and Lion were fighting against a common enemy together, so it's their duty to protect each other from no matter clan he is. If he had been any other cat, Crowfeather would still step in and save them, and if it was the other way around, Crowfeather would save Breezepelt as well. So really in the heat moment, comment was a horrible thing for Breezepelt to say, particularly to make him choose between his sons.
And Crowfeather's trial. Breezepelt was so weird in this book. It was like they were really trying to make him relatable. I think for Crowfeather though, this plotline was really important as it set him up to be leader and it helped him heal his broken son and heal himself.
But Breezepelt's sudden turn in his mannerisms, it seemed out of character. Though the books before he had no conscience, no emotions beside anger, jealousy, and he generally didn't give one about what the other cats thought about him.
Why did he change? The loss of his mother made him realise how lonely he was and how he spent too much time pushing other people away from him.
But don't you think it's a bit late?
Way too late. The ship of trust left the port and sank a million miles away. Basically, Breezepelt, everyone hates you. But then there's Heathertail. I don't really understand this relationship, but she likes him, so he gets with her. And in doing so, Crowfeather reaches out to him and they bond, so that's nice.
But the main reason that we actually have a debatable point for this video is how desperately Breezepelt wanted to change. How he selflessly put him in danger for his mother time and time again. And he was always jumping at opportunities to prove himself loyal to WindClan.
It's almost like we have 2 different cats here.
Don't forget how he stood up for himself and the other ex-Dark Forest cats at the gathering, saved Lionblaze and defeated the Stoats and nearly died doing so.
So, what do you think?
I think Breezepelt had a hard time. I don't think he forgot how to care, and when he did care, he didn't know how to show it.
I think he desperately wanted approval and attention, and he saw others getting not only from their fathers, but from his father as well.
I also think he was mentally disturbed, lost his conscience, rebellious, impulsive, stupid and selfish.
I think he really was evil at one stage. I think he let the bitterness consume him and he became a savage and irresponsible cat. But I think he was bad. But that wasn't the question. The question was, is Breezepelt bad?
All we have to say is, not anymore.
Let us know what you think and put your questions or theories or opinions for ideas for the video in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed our video and see you next time.